People of Earth, welcome to the Sick Sad Society, where we dive into the absurd and mind-boggling tales that make you wonder if we've lost all sense of reason. Today, we've got a mix of McDonald's menu changes, an 88-year-old man turned bank robber, and a wild dating saga. So buckle up and get ready to laugh, cry, and maybe question your life choices, because this is the Sick Sad Society. Let's go.
Oh, Lord, I'm so bored. Oh, Lord, I'm so bored.
So, McDonald's is rolling out their summer menu, and folks are hyped about new stuff like Skittles McFlurry and the Hat Trick Burger. But guess what? They're dropping the sour cream and chive dip. And man, you'd think the world was ending from the way people are reacting. Quote, I read, "Why the funk are they replacing sour cream and chive? I'll never order selects again," end quote. Seriously? People of Earth. All right, let me get this straight. You've got all those new treats coming out, but the thing that's got people riled up is a dip, a little tub of sauce, and now there's a new garlic mayo dip and an upgraded barbecue sauce. You've gotten a free upgrade. That's never a bad thing, is it? Oh, the humanity. People are acting like McDonald's just took away their firstborn. I get it. We all have our comfort foods, but if a fast food dip is the most important in your life, you've got bigger problems. Society is really sick and sad when this is what gets folks up in arms. People are more upset about a missing dip than real issues, which is perfect for a podcast like this one. Maybe you should be more concerned about what all this fast food is doing to your body and mind. Now, I'm not here to preach about eating healthy. Hell, I love a good burger just as much as the next person, but come on, it's time to step back and see the bigger picture, guys. Zoom out. If the highlight of your day is a dip from McDonald's, you need to reevaluate your priorities, potentially. This kind of obsession isn't just unhealthy for your body, it's clearly unhealthy for your mind, too. I mean, think about it. How much mental energy are you wasting on this? Not this podcast, this issue. Is it even an issue? It's a dip. You could be focusing on your health, your family, your goals, anything, but no, you're caught up in a social media storm over a sauce. We're living at a time where people are more likely to get worked up over fast food condiments than actual problems in the world. That's some real sick and sad stuff here. And let's talk about McDonald's for a minute. They're always changing their menu, bringing in new items, taking others away. It's a business, you guys. They're trying to keep things fresh and exciting, so you keep coming back. But they've got us all wrapped around their little golden arches. They pull a dip and boom, it's like they've declared war on our taste buds. Meanwhile, we've got people fighting over whether chicken selects will ever be the same without the sour cream and chive dip. Look, if your chicken selects experience is ruined because of a sauce change, maybe it's time to cook at home. Find a dip that truly makes you happy. We're talking about a fast food chain, not some sacred culinary institution. I gotta say, the funniest part of all this is people lamenting online like their lives been shattered. Not the sour cream. No! Really? That's where we are now. A dip gets pulled and it's the end of the world. We're out here dealing with real life issues, but nope. Let's throw a fit over a condiment. Am I going on too much about this?
Yes!
But this is the state of our society, folks. Remember, it's a fast food dip, right? If a fast food dip is the biggest thing you've got to worry about, maybe it's time to take a look at your life and figure out what really matters. Actually, maybe that's a great thing. If that's the biggest issue you've got in your life, that is like a major first world problem. The dip. Next story. Come on. All right, let's pivot to a tale straight out of a crime thriller. This is for the ladies. No, it's not. It's not for the ladies because I was talking to a lady and she said, I hate it when men say ladies. I hate it. It's cringy. Stop it. So we're not saying it. I only said that because I know that true crime thrillers and so on are usually listened and viewed to by women. Whatever that means these days. Anyway, our next story features Stephen Whitecloud, an 88-year-old man who just got sentenced to 2 years in prison for robbing banks. Yes, robbing banks. Grandpa's gone rogue. Whitecloud from Billings, Montana, didn't just wake up one day and decide to rob a bank. Now, if you don't know anything about Montana, people of Earth, maybe you're over here in England, or maybe you're even in America and don't know anything about Montana. There's not a lot going on in Montana. So robbing a bank might seem like, I don't know, a good idea. There's not even a lot of people there. I remember watching a border special once, and there was like one state trooper manning the whole border. He's like, I'm the only one that drives this border. and I can only do it every X amount of hours or whatever. Anyway, I digress. But he's been at this game for a while. He's got a rap sheet including a bank robbery conviction back in 2008. This time, he teams up with his grandson, Patrick Justice. Name and shame. Talk about a family bonding activity gone wrong. So, my cleaners, we're not coming today. So, it goes down like this. In August, Justice hits up a U.S. bank, hands the teller a note demanding money, and makes off with the cash in a green Ford Taurus. Not that the color means anything. The color of money. 4 days later, they pull the same stunt at a Wells Fargo. Justice claims he's strapped, gets the money, and they try to make a getaway, but the cops catch him. Boom, it's over. Turns out it was Grandpa's idea. Whitecloud, despite his severe health issues, we're talking stage 5 cancer this guy has, which is in remission, COPD, hepatitis C, high blood pressure, arthritis, and scoliosis. He decides he's still got it in him to rob banks. He tells his grandson which banks to hit, and he drives the getaway car. Now, the court's not having any of it. They sentenced Whitecloud to 2 years, noting that despite his health issues, he's a danger to the community. He's off to a Bureau of Prisons medical facility, and Justice gets the same 2 year sentence. He only goes to prison for 2 years for robbing 2 banks. If you put the money away in like a high yield interest, if you got away with it, it might almost be worth it, right? Anyway, I don't condone robbing banks. Don't take that at what I said at face value. Anyway, talk about a wild ride on a very ragged edge of life. So, speaking of reevaluating life choices, let's move on to our next story. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, so here's a gem that sparked quite the debate. A guy refuses to pay for his date's dinner because she didn't look like her photos on the dating app. I love it. I love it. So this 28-year-old dude meets a woman, 26, on a dating app. Don't know which one. Not important. They chat it up. He puts on his best shirt, like this one. Get your merch. Holla. And off he goes to the restaurant to meet this woman. But when he gets there, he realizes she's used Photoshop to, let's say, enhance her appearance in those profile pics. She didn't just pick her best angles, she transformed herself into a different person. He spills the tea on where else? Reddit, of course, saying her profile pictures showed a fit woman, his type, because he's all about that healthy lifestyle. But in person, she was significantly heavier than her photos suggested. He felt misled, but didn't want to embarrass her, so he stuck it out through dinner. What a gentleman. What a gentleman, right? You stick it out. I've not gotten out of the car before. I've went, and climbed in on the passenger side and had to climb over the seat because she didn't see me, did she? I'm only kidding. Am I? Anyway, so here's where it gets spicy. He wasn't physically attracted to her because of the difference. So he decided to leave her with the bill. Yep, no free meal for her on this date. He explained he didn't compliment her either because he didn't want to be dishonest about his lack of attraction. Now, that's not it. There's somebody at the door. After dinner, they parted ways, but this drama didn't end there. She hit him with a flurry of angry messages, upset that he didn't pay or compliment her. She claimed it made her feel unattractive and said it was the first time a guy didn't pay for her meal. What do you think about that, guys? The Six Sad Society. Comment below on that one if you think he's in the wrong on that one, or if she should have at least gotten her meal paid for. He responded by saying her pictures were misleading and he wasn't into overweight women. Quote, she called him shallow and a misogynist. This is getting juicy. I wish we could remember Jerry Springer or maybe Maury Povich. These guys would be great live. They need to have an after the date show. But he pointed out her own bio had a height requirement, which he found hypocritical. Fair enough. I see that quite a bit, or I used to when I was on dating apps. I saw that, and it's not cool when she's like 6 feet or under. Don't bother to respond. Come on. He took this mess to where else but the good old Reddit, asking if he was in the wrong. The internet, of course, had opinions, as they seem to, on just about everything. One user said men who want women with an active lifestyle should just admit they want someone thin. Now, I don't necessarily think that's accurate, but that's just one person's opinion. We won't have commentary on this show. Another pointed out that on their first date with their now husband, there was no compliment exchange. Just good conversation. And another, a fat woman. That's what it says in the article. Don't start adding the Six Sad Society about fat stuff. So another woman who dates both men and women said men often have outdated photos and can't judge physicality in photos like women can. So there you have it, a tale of Photoshop, unmet expectations, and a bill left unpaid. I wonder if she ended up having to do dishes, if she brought her wallet or not. Oh, we got tap to pay on our phones, don't we? Hello. Welcome to the modern dating world, folks. Ain't it just a sick, sad society? I love it. So if you're obsessing over ice cream and McDonald's dip changes or who pays for dinner on a first date, maybe it's time to ask yourself what really matters. Because right now, it's looking pretty sick and sad out there. Keep your expectations low and your standards high, folks. Until next time, Six Sad Society, we're out of here. Let's go.